Ave and welcome back to Subnautica. Well, the other week we finished Subnautica for the second time and got all the achievements. I'm quite happy about that. But now what I said I was going to do was I was going to have a look at some mods. And I did. Now, I haven't put in any the big DLC size ones like the Red Plague or the Memory or something like that. Because those are two I know. This was the save just before I fired off the rocket, so the rocket is still there, ready to go. But if you look down here, we have a few different icons. The Maxi Bite's still there, the Trilo and Bite are still there, as in the Cyclops, the Prawn Suit, and the Sea Moth. Now, I still have my trusty Sea Glide. I still have all my other gear. But what's this? I have a drill tool. This is a specific mod. But hang on, what's this over here? This over here is my new UI update. So what I did was I went round an Nexus and I looked at mods that had been updated in the last year or released in the last year. And I found that there is when I first loaded up Vortex for it, it said that I needed QMM, which was the old system for loading mods. Now in the last year they've come out with Tobey's mod launcher, BepINEx or something like that. I can never remember its proper name. I'll put all links to all mods and loaders in the description down below. Apparently you would need Nautilus as well. Those two work hand in hand. So those were the first two I installed. Had a bit of problems, so I had to if it goes wrong and it doesn't actually load them. In the top of the screen, as you can see, is up this area here. You can see the time and day. That's from another mod that I found. I can't remember the name of it, but it basically gives you a time and day, which I think is pretty cool. And as you can see, my icons are a lot smaller now, and they fit on my taskbar. Well, fit down on my screen. It's not exactly overloading everything. So, what we're not here to do is for me to stand here rambling on, looking at the back of the Aurora. What we're going to do is we're going to go down here and see underwater. Now, one thing I did notice when I put in the mod launcher, the game runs a lot better. It was running a hot mess before. Now, it seems to have stopped stuttering. I don't know what the mod launcher has done. There's nothing I've put in there, so it must tap into something else for the game to run so much better. Now, this is the drill tool. I think this only got released a few weeks back, maybe a month ago or something. As I say, I will put all links in the description. But as I said, I put everything together. All the mods you're going to see here are basically been updated in the last year or have been released in the last year. I better not be getting nighttime again. So this is basically a prawn suit arm that drills. I don't think it's going to work here, but does it work on this? I haven't really tried. Oh, it does as well. Are we having a bloody solar eclipse again? Increasingly bad timing. But I didn't realise you could actually use that on the table coral and take it off. Now the problem is with the drill tool, it didn't want to be found. I literally wanted to do this. What the hell? I will burn you. Yeah, with this, I literally looked high and low for it and I could not find the parts. As you can see out there, I have a scanning station all the way over there. I have another scanning station that's over towards the bulb zone. And if I go into a map, I actually have a working map. Yes, an actual working map. Look at this. This is awesome. I have all the sonar contacts I've got. It's actually alright. Yes, I haven't explored over here, but I have in the game, because as you saw, I installed these after I'd finished the main game. That was the whole point of this, to see what it was going to be like after the main game. I have started another playthrough from the beginning to see how it progresses through that. I'll give my thoughts afterwards on that one later. But this actually tells you the grassy plateaus right there. Where my base is literally on the edge of the grassy plateaus in the kelp forest. Got another grassy plateau there. I think there's a reef or something over there. Got the Grand Reef there. And I set up a base. Where was it? Right there. That scanner room is on the sparse reef, because I was told when I read the information that you'd find the parts to the drilling tool over here. This was one of the places. Couldn't find them, so I had to use a console command to get them in. I'm not happy about it. I wanted to do it legit and say, yes, I found all the parts to it. But it didn't work. One of the other ones you'll find, once I built it, will be over there. Now, I'm not sure how some of the other ones are going to be found as of yet, so bear with me on this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
If I go into here, look at my lockers. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of resources. Alright, titanium is not there. I had to use a lot of it. The icons are a lot smaller for most tools, most pieces of equipment. Whereas where is it? That's smaller. The metal salvage would take up 4 slots, wouldn't it? 4 inventory slots. Now it only takes 1. That's because of a certain mod, and I think it's basically it reduces the UI. I think it's in here. I think. Here I got mods, and they got mod input, which is keys for all the mods and everything. Anything updated? No, they're all up. They're all up to date. Here we go. Nautilus. These are the mod updates and everything. Yes, it's gone quiet. Sorry about that. You're using the latest version. Echelon, which is another mod. We will get to that in a minute. Is the keys for those ones. I've got to go around and change a few of them. I've never actually tried a controller in this game, so that's going to be an interesting one. So we've got Nautilus, base clocks, that's the one. You can change that from 24-hour to 12-hour. You can change it, change the color scheme. I've left it as standard, but base oxygen overhaul, which is actually quite a good one. It actually sits in the survival mechanics. Better scanner Blips remake. Yes, that is a lot better. Actually, we'll have a look at that right now. Some of these, actually, let's get some food, and seeing as this become nighttime again, these used to take up 4 slots as well. This is one of my UI overhaul mods. This is, and it makes it a lot more smaller. By now, the tree would have run out of fruit, wouldn't it? That's another mod that I put in there that actually doubles the resources. I think it kind of makes them regrow as well, which would not be that far from the truth. So we go to scanner. Let's say we want to scan for the reef bags, because we know they're out there and we know they're wandering around. So I'm hoping it's going to find at least one. The only downside to the new UI scanning blips is they're a tiny bit smaller than you actually think they are. Do I literally have to go out? Alright, let's go out there.
Welcome aboard Current Systems Online.
We had a... Right. There is the blip right there. For one of the reef backs. Now I don't know why it's not picking up that one. I have no idea. That is the actual icon for the... If you can just about see it. It's a lot more smaller. And it condenses a whole load of blips together. So you'll see one icon, one blip, for at least maybe 2 or 3. Hopefully. So we'll bring it back in. Yes, you just got to see my expanded base. Oh. Before I go anywhere, let's show this off.
All systems online.
Say we come in from over here, we have an extended utility bar as well, which is cool. Right, say you come in from this direction. All the other times you've basically gone like this, it's locked on, and it's literally spun you around. Now, when you dock, if I would stop falling in the water, that'd be awesome. Now, when you dock, it doesn't matter what direction you come in from, these arms are now on a rotary system. But I think that adds into the lore of a moonpool. You shouldn't have it spin just to, or spin the unit to actually get you into the moonpool. Now it just basically just brings you up into the actual moonpool and spins you around in place. I think that's awesome. So that was a new quality of life mod I looked at. And I've tested it out as well. It works. You've just seen it work, which I think is awesome. Right, where was I? So we were doing scanner blips. These here are the air synthesizers for the oxygen mod. Now, when you build one of these habitats, it will tell you there is no oxygen. My other 2 habitats I've got out there have not got these in because I haven't been able to properly get the resources to make them. So I will show you at some point how to do that. They're pretty much simple, really. But this thing is basically a handheld prawn suit drill arm. But when I say but, I'm not sure at what point you have to get it. But yeah, I have 2 other slots for extra add-ons for the UI here. I'm not entirely sure what else I can make. It's going to be good. I've got the scanner room chip and the compass. We'll have to have a look at that at some point. Where was I? I go down. So there's the drill tool. These are the requirements. I'm guessing you unlock it maybe after you go to the island. Because diamond is more or less where you go there. Yes, you've just seen some of the extra upgrades, but now these are the other things. We've got additional modules. This was one of the first ones I installed, the Cyclops docking hatch. So let's just drink some water. We have the alien containment still in here, full. Yes, I did release them before, but that was before I saved my game. Hello. I thought at one point when I was trying to make one of the smaller vessels, I needed the reactor. I didn't have it unlocked, so I went searching for that and found them all. I don't know what that was. Here comes one of the reef backs coming in. Love those things. Cyclops is docked. Energy at 100%.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
An easy access into the Cyclops. She's basically moored up with the base. So if I go back through here, we're back on board. We exit the base and have a look at it. Yeah, she's literally... Maybe you're not going to go ramming my bloody shit. Ow, you... They always do that when I'm not looking. I hate you. It's all part of the game though. This was a little bit finicky to get docked. It didn't want to dock it actually at a certain point. I finally got it docked, and now as you can see we can get in and out the Cyclops. Yeah, I tried to keep every single mod I picked up basically, you know, what you could actually see in this scenario. I love these reef backs. You always know you're safe when you got a reef back. Now I do know there is a mod out there that actually brings enemies to your doorstep. I have not tried it yet. I don't know how well it works. The only problem is this is the abyss. What the hell was that? Back up here. We've gone too far. Didn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Ah, here we are. This one is the abyss. It requires a thing called vehicle framework. Now, I was a little bit sketchy about bringing in vehicles into this, but I thought, you know, I'll give it a try. It took a hell of a lot of resources. This is why I needed the resources to respawn. So this does not, from what I can make out, attach to this unless I've got it round the wrong way for it to attach on. I have tried locking onto it, so
Captain, all systems online.
as you can,
Powering up.
I didn't ask it to do that. So we got this. I've only got about 37% power. Basically, this is basically the... I did not like that. Alright, let's turn the...
Engine powering down.
So we've got fabricator on board, but the pilot seat. It's a bioreactor. The problem is every time I click something in here, sometimes it goes cattywampus, which is not good.
Engine powering up.
Oh yes, I forgot about this. Alright, should be... Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna have to change one of the key binds for the camera. What input? Camera. Not the vehicle framework, it was the Cockpit free look. So if I go... Well, that's not the back button. It's not the forward button either. How would it be then? So that's not going to be changing the view, because there's a... If I go in here, go B, I can actually freely look around my vessel. If I press B again...
Engine powering down.
As you can see, I've actually moved it, but this basically is the abyss vessel from the film The Abyss. And I love it. It's like kind of like a smaller version. It doesn't fit inside the moon pool from what I can make out. I did try docking it. What the hell? I never noticed that before. Why are you outside the ship? That's weird. I don't remember that ever being on top of the ship. Right, so we've seen the Abyss. On to the next one. And yes, I still use the Sea Glide because I have not found a replacement
aboard,
for it.
Captain.
Right, so we've seen the docking arm for the Cyclops. We've seen the Abyss. More daily ration of water. So, where to next, you might add? You might ask me. Right, this apparently is the Crush, which apparently doesn't like any of the new upgrades. Now, this is slightly different to all the other ones. This is a ROV. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I think it just docked. I think it's something to do with reloading the save game. This is the Crush. Now, I found this completely legit. It was over in the mushroom biome. I found all the parts to it after looking very, very hard. One of them had actually phased into one of the bloody mushroom trees, which kind of annoyed me a little bit. But then I finally found it after scanning and scanning and scanning. I finally found the third part. But most of these are quite easy to build. So this is kind of like an ROV. There are modifications I can put to this. I think, is it in the modification station? Oh, I'm looking at it wrongly. Or was it in the VF Fabricator? You got depth modules, which are part of the vehicle framework, and they cost a hell of a lot. So you got Tier 1, Mark 1, Mark 2 once you get a little bit further, and Mark 3 once you get even further than that. We have the Echelon, which is its own thing, so it looks like... I'm not sure if that actually has any upgrades or anything. So if I do this, she's got 300 meter depths. But basically, she's an ROV drone. It really doesn't actually have anything... Oh. So apparently, it might be something else I need to get, but she's going to come back. She's got her own engine noise. I think the vehicle framework ones actually have their own engine noise, which is actually quite cool. So that's the Crush. That's literally an ROV drilling platform, which I think is actually quite cool. Oh, in the prawn suit bag, of course there's going to be nothing there. Is there anything in here? I don't think so. No, there's a vehicle speed upgrade Mark 1, which is quite simple. And we'll be taking the sea moth out as one of the last things we do, and the Echelon has decided it's going to do its thing again. I really sometimes hate the Echelon. This is one of the weirdest ones of all of them. This is. Because for some reason
Welcome aboard.
it's like, I don't know. I really did want to showcase the Echelon. which is basically a superiority vessel. Right. Okay, no, I think I got it. Why does it look like I'm still... Right, let's try this again, shall we? Okay, so she's in the bay. Haven't got the upgrade. Oh, almost.
Welcome aboard.
Alright, let's take this thing for a...
All systems online.
Alright, so let's... Right, she's supposed to have weaponry, which I haven't got any weaponry for as of yet. But apparently this is first person view, which is a lot more easier to run than anything else. She's got 300 depth, but she is fast. But she is kind of like an attack craft. That's what she is, which I thought was absolutely awesome. And up we go. The final one I wanted to showcase was the Odyssey. I think this recently just got updated. I can never remember how to get in this thing. Oh wait, there is.
Welcome aboard. Engine powering up.
So there's the view from... There we go.
Welcome aboard.
Try this again, shall we?
All systems online.
So this is still using the vehicle framework. This one's the slowest of the lot, unfortunately. So if I look, I can look either way, but I think she's pretty cool. We have different views. I'm not going to take them out too far. This one was already automatically unlocked when I installed it, so trying to get it into the bay is kind of a little bit difficult sometimes. That's the biggest one of all of them. Basically, it's a mini Cyclops, which I think is actually awesome. Now, we have... This is basically the drone controller, basically. That lets me control the crush. I think some of the others have autopilot, but I'm not sure if they're coming soon or what. As you saw, we've got the depth modules. These are universal for all of the vehicle framework vessels. This one is specific to the Echelon, which is the fighter. Torpedo systems, engine upgrades, nuclear batteries. It's self-repair, and it uses your repair tool. You make another repair tool, you can use it. And it has a railgun. I have not made any of these because, as you can see, they require plasteel ingots at the latest. So, yeah. Now, I did say there was a speed module in this. If I stop there,
All systems online.
access the upgrade slots, we have this, the vehicle speed upgrade Mark 1. This thing makes it a lot quicker. Ooh. That was 2 hand things. I think there is a mod out there that can give it prawn suit arms. I didn't think that was prudent. If you're going to go with anything, the drill tool would be good enough, and or the prawn suit for that, or the crush. I think the crush would be just good enough. So I will show you how quick this is now. Whereas before it'd take you about 5 minutes to get over here at least. The only problem is, if you hit anything, expect to be repairing it quite a lot. See, this is the other base. This is one of my other bases that got the
Welcome
scanner.
aboard, Captain.
So, see, it just said no oxygen generators detected in base. So if I wanted to, I can go and get and make some oxygen generators. So if I wanted to, oxygen generator, which would be, it's right there. 2 titanium, a wiring kit, and a fiber mesh. Well, there's the desktop jukebox, have not made that yet. And we have different tanks, of which I haven't played with yet either. There is the analog clock and the digital clock. Yeah, I have put one in my original base, but I kind of got to show you that. So that's what I was trying to use the scanner room there to try and find the parts to the drill tool. I never did find it. See, the icons for the reef backs are literally just showing that. I think it's awesome. They're smaller, unobtrusive. See what I mean? Look at the amount of damage I just took from that impact. Right, so now I've got to repair like normal. I think that is one for, you know, armoring up your scene mod. So what else did I put in here? I got to remember what else I put in this one. So it was them, the vehicle framework, the simple buildables like the clocks, the air synthesizer, the jukebox. That just takes titanium and copper wire. Let's go and make one. Where is... Actually, where did I put it? Copper. Has anybody seen the keys to make copper? Oh, there we go. Titanium. Right, let's go back to my bedroom. I'm hoping nothing's gonna... See, I would go straight up into the abyss, but it wouldn't work. So if I wanted to put... Oh, yep. Me be silly. Me need copper wire before me can make it. I'm gonna stop scanning now. Right. Me make copper wire, or me be fool. Try this again, shall we? Right, so if I go like that, a simple jukebox, just to, you know, okay, so those. I thought I put in their custom. Oh, okay. Okay, I may need to figure out how the hell to get that working, but I got the radio working. It's in there. I mean, it is working. See, I remember actually making. I'm just gonna make a coffee whilst I'm rambling on. I don't want to take too much more time on this. This has gone on long enough as it is. But yeah, it was a whole load of different mods that I wanted to work with. See, these other double aquariums, where the normal aquarium requires glass and titanium. This requires glass, titanium, and copper wires. I'm not entirely sure why it needs copper glass. That's part of a bigger aquarium, sure. I mean, maybe. Let's have a quick look at some of these whilst I'm here. Really, I'm getting that thirsty again. Copper, I'll take that. I need the titanium. But having them at such a small size is actually a really, really good thing. So let's go down to the in here. So, oh yeah, need glass. I'm an idiot. Where put my quartz? I need copper wire, actually. I need plenty of glass, so yeah, that's why I took all my quartz. Is that all the copper I've got? Okay. Enough. So let's have a look at what we've got. Oh, the other way. Right, so we've got... Really? Like 4 to 5 glass. Awesome. I love it when I don't have enough glass. Bear with me whilst I go searching for every single bit of copper that I've got and every single bit of glass I've got. I think I've got it. Let's make some more glass. What I'll do is, I think the showcasing, I'll just basically just build one and then destruct it, and then we'll do the same again. If I haven't got enough. Alright. Shall we try this again? Coming over here. Right, so we've got enough. So the corner aquarium, let's see what this is going to look like. I forget this is a mod, so I don't know why it needs copper wire for. So that it basically looks like they've gone and made one from this, so it's basically a corner one. Looks pretty cool. So for testing purposes, we're going to deconstruct this one. So that's the corner. Let's go double. So this is the double one. Looks like it's double the size of the single, or the original. Basically double the size of the single, yeah. With same... literally with the same top to it. Desk. Oh god, it's a tiny little... Let's just put it down here for now. No wonder it doesn't take much. Problem is we don't actually have a crouch button. But basically they're miniaturized, which I think is quite cool. And then a spherical one. It's like the alien containment, just a bit smaller, and then a sphere. Ooh, the glass is very clear. Wait a minute, did I just hit something? I swear I just hit something right there. But yeah. Pretty awesome, huh? I did add in a few other bits, but it looks like they haven't activated, which is weird. But yeah, the other ones were, if I go here, what? So we had the blip limits and fragments, which we can change the colors for, the cockpit free look, sea moth and prawn suit, brush drone options, fragment experience, Darth Chief's time utilities. That is, oh no, that was Darth Chief's time utilities, and the other one up there was basic clock. Yeah, basic clocks, basic oxygen overhaul. You can set it up however you want. These are fully customizable options. The drill tool, hit interval, auto collect. I didn't even know that was even there. Just like the prawn suit, so you don't actually have to collect them yourself. The Echelon options are a lot more intricate. I got to figure out a few more things for that. Custom inventory. This is what I got this for. To show a little bit more options in it per save options. Now, I don't know what's going on with the. I have actually another mod in there that changes the. Oh, how can I put it? The save name. Now that keeps resetting every single time. I don't know why. Find my updates is basically what's telling me in this little one here, which are telling me these are all up to date. This is the only three that actually use that, which is weird. HUD Manager is what I'm using to change all of this. All of this down here. I think is awesome. Ah, increased resource spawn settings. That's what I was looking for. So not too much. 2 times multiply. Let's put it on that so we get double resources. Even on 1 times I was getting a little bit more. ItemCounter, basically available space. So the Moonpool Rotation. And you can use this if you wish to. It basically turns the vehicle around inside the moonpool. I love that. More aquariums, which is a simple one. The name saves. I don't know what's gone wrong with name saves. I've been able to change the name of the save, but then it kind of just resets it to survival. I don't know why. And we've got vehicle framework. Flashing lights, you can have them as navigation lights. Use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius and debug logs. Config manager for it as well. A drone station, which is what I've already been using to fly around the crush, and the Subnautica map. So you've got the fog that's already on. You can actually turn it off if you want to. Icon scale, coordinates biome, disable map movement arrows. See, it tells you everything you have. And I think there are some that I think I haven't actually said about because they're not in the mod manager, but I will list them down in the description. But I think this is awesome. What these mods just alone would make any playthrough of Subnautica even better. We're going to go on top of the trial boat. Because that thing
Calorie intake recommended.
will kill you. I see you. So, as I said, this is basically the 35, 36, maybe even 38 mods and add-ons that I think could be a good addition to any playthrough of Subnautica from day one. I'm testing out these mods currently with a new playthrough. I want to see what they look like when they unlock at a certain point, and I'll do an update video on that. But these mods, I think they could be viable if you don't want to go Cyclops, you want to go for the Abyss, or you want to go for just a drill tool instead of the prawn suit. But the prawn suit, I think, is key. I mean, the Odyssey you could actually take instead of the Cyclops, but then you don't have the big vehicle to go down deep areas, so I will have to test the mods a lot more and see how far I can get with them. On that note, I think what I've done here is a good little showcase of... Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. With that I told you you would die. Sorry, little outburst there. As I said, when I was looking for some of the fragments down in the Forgotten River, I was down there where it'd take me literally 5 to 10 minutes to get down there by Seamoth with that vehicle speed upgrade module. I was down there in 1.5 to 2 minutes. That is that fast. I just need something that's going to help keep it alive, as in armoring up, so it doesn't keep having to be repaired every flipping 5 minutes. But I'm going to leave it there. I've rambled on long enough. I hope you enjoy the mods that I've told you about here. This is my first little foray into them. What I've seen here, I hope that people keep making them, and I will literally test them out. So I will bid you Ave Aquavale. Hail and farewell. And I'll see you out in the depths somewhere at some point. Bye bye.